How did the PFP program motivate you?
Well, might I start? I was appointed in 2016 at LC6 Primary. I was very unsure, very scary. So I think it was just a week after I've been appointed. Then I had this phone call. Jessica phoned me and she told me that she has a golden ticket for me, and I thought, wow, it sounds like business class on Emirates. But might I say, it wasn't wealth in the sense of money that our school got. It was, for me, it was wealth in a sense, me getting empowered in many, many ways. Like I can say, just Monday we had a conversation, my business partner, Marika and Jessica, and they were asking me, I told them, no, I'm much more relaxed now, I'm much more focused. So I think that Partners with Possibility, with the help of Jessica mentoring me and all the business partners or the presenters that helped me getting this person that I am now, much more enriched. I can just say a lot of thanks to Partners with Possibilities.
Okay. Denver, you want to respond?
Yes, more or less the same story.
But make it your own story.
Yes, I was appointed in April 2016. Before that, I was on a rural school, a farm school, where we were 4 staff members, me included. And you had to work your...
Yes,
Yes, you had to work hard. I got appointed there, and a whole different thing, and the mechanics, everything. But I thought I had the experience, and I thought I had what it takes. And what he didn't tell me was what I was walking into. Warm waters. When I came there, it was conflict between stakeholders, staff members, SGB, and lots of conflict, even in the media, our post. And so I thought, wow, a lot of work to be done. So I started a strategy, and then Partners, PFP came beginning of 2017, last year. And that helped me to equip myself to manage and lead the school onto a new level. What I also can add is the first moderation process at the end of the year 2016. When I sat there with the circuit manager, she told me a lot of problems. End of 2017, I sat there again. And she told me that was the shelf of Amstel Primary. It was just grievances and problems, and there was a high stack, and look at it now, there's nothing in the shelf. So I was positive, but definitely PFP had a user role to play there that put me my skills and so on. So yes, that's my story.
Okay, thank you.
Can I add to that,
Yes,
please,
you're
Jessica?
welcome.
Just from my side, walking through Amstelhof, through the school, and seeing, obviously everybody's got a financial burden, schools in general, but walking through Denver School, Denver is a very articulate person, and I don't think any challenge brought Denver down for as long as he's been at the school. He's a very great leader, and his leadership shines throughout the school. They don't have much, and it's not fancy anything, but his strong leadership is really shining through everything, or all the areas in the school, and it's evident if you get to talk to Denver and walk through the school.
Oh, thank you. So if I put a question to you, what was your experience, Marika, from LC6?
I think you for me, I walked into the project and I thought, wow, you know, I can make a difference somewhere. Kind of, you know, that thing that we are born with, that we think that American dream, that we can change the world and we can save everybody. I think when I arrived at the school and I met Jessica, I think within a couple of weeks, I realized that I've hugely underestimated her. So from my perception of I will be the support and the help and the savior, it wasn't like that at all. She was her own savior, you know. She made her own plans. She figured out her own solutions. I was the one that she could walk into my study and she could complain a little bit and I would be a sounding board for her. But I realized, you know, my perception of the so-called support, I was so wrong about that, because as jy 'n boer maak planne soek, dan is nie, sy sê nie. You know, she was the one that came up with the plans and the solutions all by herself. And I was, that's really humbling, you know.
And that is actually my next question that I want to put to you, Charmaine, because we had this conversation now the other day. What is your takeaway from your sessions with Marika? That one-on-one sessions you had with Marika?
Well, just like Marika said now, she was the sounding board, something like that. So I would go for our sessions with Marika, and she was just listening. I was nagging and complaining and what, and she was just listening and telling me, right, let's do it this way. We're gonna do it this way, and then I have to give a report to her. Did I fix it? What happened? So she actually gave me plans or solutions, and then we followed it up. So thank you for that, Marika.
No, it's a pleasure. Okay, I think one of the big things that I realized through the process was that I thought, you know, I'm a little bit German in my approach. I go, okay, what is the problem? What is the gap? Let's make a plan, close the gap, let's put it in a timeline and a schedule, and let's go, people. And then Charmaine arrived at my house, and I had my schedule, you know, like how do we prioritize the top 4 needs of the school and the timelines for the deliverables, you know? And then Charmaine just started, and she just, you know, let off steam, you know, about how she's managing, how she's not coping with the load of the responsibilities. And I realized the whole day I spent creating that plan is now for nothing. Because
But might I say I'm much more relaxed now? Can you say that?
Yes, but I think I mean she needed a place, a safe place to say, this is all too much for me. And I just want to tell somebody who's not going to run to the Sun or the Park Post or somebody. And just to unload. And I think you know, in my mind I had sort of like a project plan that we had to do with the school, and she needed something different. She needed a place to say, I don't think I can make it. And in the end, we had a great discussion. I think that was one of our best days.
Yes, it was. Yes.
We had this great discussion about her being a parent, not for the children in the school, but for the teachers in the school. The parent-child relationship that she had with the teachers, rather than adult-to-adult relationship. And in her case, like in all the stories that we've heard, where the principals have to do so much. They have to teach, they have to open the doors, they have to organize the buses, they have to make sure the garden is clean. It's the same in her situation. There's so much to do. And I think, you know, in that discussion, she had I felt you had a great insight. I hope you did. Did you?
Yes.
But we talked about, you know, expecting much from people around you. You know, she has great passion and she has got great plans that she doesn't need my help for. She's good enough on her own. But not taking it all on her shoulders, but expecting a lot from people around her. And not to say, I will do it for you. I will take the responsibility away from you and I will do it. And I think that was a good session for me.
Yes.
That was good for me.
It was, yes.
Marika, I actually had the same experience. I think that the principals all principals wouldn't necessarily need a business manager or business leader in the business sense of the word to do SWOT analysis, which was great. I'm not, but just as someone just for emotional support, to listen and to work through issues, talk through issues, and not necessarily to write a business plan, which is one of my takes out of this partnership between, because Denver's more than capable of exactly. Managing the school. It's just you sometimes just need someone to run along with you instead of telling you how to do.
It's humbling because you go in thinking I'm the smart one working for Deutsche Telekom, right? In Europe. So I mean, naturally I should be the one with the plan. Right? This is what I was thinking. And then I come to Charmaine's environment and she comes up with the most amazing things. I mean, the last plan she had was how to create an aftercare. We spoke at the last meeting about where she's thinking of she wants to get numbers in the school, and there's a lack of aftercare. I mean, Deutsche Telekom also can help with that, right? So, I mean, it's really amazing, when you just believe in people's ability to resolve it themselves. I mean, that was the biggest thing for me.
Charmaine, you want to elaborate a little bit on that topic, because it is a great R, and it's between the two of your schools.
Yes, but I wasn't yet at Mr. Kibaru's school, and now we have the platform. We have the platform for that. But one of the challenges we are facing at school is that our totals are dropping immensely, and because of that, we started off last year with multi-grade classes. Me, principal of the school, is actually with the grade 1 class, so after 1 I'm in the office, and then I still have to oversee everything that's at the school. So we were thinking of starting like Nivertrift, English classes. But then we thought, no, we're not going to do that. We're going to start with an aftercare. And I still need to make an appointment with Mr. Kibaru, because we don't want how can I say now, elke Zeeman kies. We want to also use our neighboring school. Mr. Kibaru is our neighboring school, so we're gonna send out some letters to the parents. We're gonna have an aftercare, so you can come and we will have a safe haven for your kids after school. So that is the plan that we are currently rolling out. I think we're gonna start next quarter, and maybe there will be a difference in our totals next quarter or next year. That is the vision that we have for our school right now.
Okay. So Sandy, you're a business owner, and you're also a young mother of 2 little boys that's in another school, not in one of our schools. And Werner alluded to this, but the question that I want to pose to you is, in ag geneem met die baie uitdagings in ons land, veral in die onderwysstelsel, hoe kan die sake sektor besigheidsleiers meer betrokke raak? Ons weet Denver is solid and is okay, but what are the opportunities for us as business leaders to move into the schools and lend a hand? Send me.
I actually made a note here to say that I'm sending myself. Ek in Denver het nie vinnig uit die blokke uitgekom hierdie jaar nie. Ons het vergaderings gehad en ons het gekookus en ons het uitdagings. Die olifant is daar en ons wil hom stukkie vir stukkie opeet, en ons beplanning verder is om nie it's not going to be dissolved today. Ons planne, maar ek dink is almal se planne vorentoe is om the relationship has been established en ons vat dit net verder en I'm sending me to Amerslof as 'n rede hoekom ek by Amerslof opgeëindig het deur Jessica en uit die besigheidssektor uit ek het ook nou 'n nota gemaak vir Denver gewys die model wat Charles voorgestel het om besighede te nooi is definitief op my lysie vir die komende jaar. Daar was so baie en ek is nie 'n persoon, ek is nie baie ekstrovert wie sal gaan en gaan sê can't you assist of hoe kan jy help en ek is nie daai persoon nie wat ook een van my punte is waarna ek moet werk wat PFP vir my deur die kursusse geleer het is go for it. Gaan, moenie dink aan hoe gaan ek dit sê en hoe gaan ek lyk en ek hou nie van vra nie en ek hou nie van bakkant staan nie. Dis een van my goals vir die jaar. Maar daar's so baie wat die besigheidssektor kan doen en 'n goeie begin is om almal in een kamer te kry en om 'n fantastiese presentation op die bord te gooi en deur te praat want ek was nooit blootgestel aan die uitdagings van prinsipale nie. Dit was vir my so wat is 'n eye-opener toe ek vir die eerste keer met Denver gesels of vir die eerste keer een van ons vergaderings gehad het. Dit was vir my, ek het nie geweet watter daaglikse wat die uitdagings van elke dag is nie. Forget about the big challenges, klein goedjies, feeding schemes en busse en jy word nie blootgestelde aan nie. So onderwysers is word net met soveel meer elke dag toegegooi as net om kinders op te voed. En ek was nooit daarvan bewus en ek is seker van dat baie ander besigheidsleiers wat uit ander gemeenskappe uitkom en ander ondervindings het, sal soos ek oop mond sit en luister, gids, kyk waarmee sit ons. Ons grootste projek, en ek praat nie van die kleintjies, ons grootste projek vir Amerslof is om toe te maak, om omheining op te sit en ons moet nou baie dringend aan die werk spring want Amerslof het nie 'n omheining nie. Ek stuur nie my kind na 'n skool toe wat nie 'n omheining het nie. As ek by Denver se hek uitkom, is daar 'n pad. Nog nie, hoeveel meter is dit Denver? 5 meter? Die pad is grens aan die skool. En ek kan nie verwag dat ander ouers hulle kinders na skool toe moet stuur wat nie 'n omheining het nie. En dit is nie 'n veilige buurt nie. So daar is soveel dinge wat besigheids ek is reg vir die jaar. Ons het net stadig uit die blokke uitgekom but we getting started en ek kan nie dink dat enige ouer 'n kind sal skool toe stuur waar die hele skool oop is langs 'n nasionale pad nie of 'n semi-nasionale pad en die karre ry, hulle gaan tonnel toe. Hulle kyk nie links en regs vir skoolkinders nie. Die pad is, as jy kyk, die pad is waar die muur is die kinders se speelraam. Die kleintjies se speelraam. En dit is onaanvaarbaar. So ons het baie besigheidssektor het baie insette wat ons kan doen en dit is definitief 'n punt om mee af te skop om mense in een vertrek te kry soos ons hierso sit en ons gooi die uitdagings op die muur en kyk wie waar kan help.
Baie dankie.
Thank you. Wow.